The neighborhood aspect of building business, you think big. We're making the swag shop a global brand, and I'm determined never to lose the values of this neighborhood.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq, a once daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 4 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save. There it is, the Google Play Point, the most valuable jewel in the game. Earn them by playing the stuff you love, then trade them in for the sweetest in-game items and the latest IRL swag. Go reward yourself. Go play. The iPhone Air is Apple's thinnest iPhone ever, but with that form factor comes trade-offs, with the most glaring one being battery life, where even though Apple is stacking most of the phone's components into what they're calling a camera plateau, the Air only has a 3,149 milliamp hour battery. That's nearly 20% smaller than the one on the Galaxy S25 Edge, which, despite only being a hair thicker, still packs an ultra-wide camera and stereo speakers. Of course, Apple has always been known for getting more out of less, and with the A19 Pro and iOS 26, they even went as far as calling the Air the most efficient iPhone ever. Will that be enough for the Air to get the win over the Galaxy, or will Samsung's ability to pack in better specs give it the edge? Let's find out. This episode is sponsored by Ridge, who sent out their new iPhone 17 cases and power banks. I've been using the Ridge wallet for years now, it's still going strong, so I was excited to hear that they're bringing that same attention to detail and build quality to the other stuff you carry. Like the Ridge power bank, for example, where no matter how good your phone's battery is, eventually you're gonna need to recharge it. And with 10,000 milliamp hours, this one's gonna be able to do it multiple times. It's basically a 5-in-1 where it snaps to the back of your phone with MagSafe. That same pad can also charge your Apple Watch, and you've also got these built-in braided USB-C and Lightning cables on it where you can charge your other devices or your legacy AirPods. There's even a USB-C port at the bottom here if you ever need it, and to top it off, there's also a kickstand so you can prop your phone up in either portrait or landscape. And that same design philosophy also carries over to Ridge's iPhone 17 cases, where they're both slim and protective, rated for up to 8 feet of drop protection, with a rigid back and these soft edges to help absorb impact. The buttons have a nice feel to them, the case is fully MagSafe compatible, and there's even a touch-sensitive camera control built right in. Keep your phone both powered and protected by checking out the link down below and using my offer code for 10% off.
Alright, we'll kick things off in the phone app, where after going on the same 1 hour phone call, the iPhone seems to have done better, dropping by just 2 points to 98, while the Galaxy's battery drops down to 96. So a good start for the iPhone early on. But here in messaging, where both phones are actively texting back and forth with our automated chatbots, this time the Galaxy does 2 points better, meaning we are all tied up as we head into email. Now, it's worth noting that we calibrate the displays on each phone to 200 nits, so everything is going to be nice and fair here, where 60 minutes later, the two actually perform identically, which lines up really nicely for this browser test, since it'll let us see which chipset is more efficient as we have each phone randomly cycling through the same set of websites, where, wow, at least according to the battery indicators, the Galaxy does 4 points better there, giving it its first lead of the test as we start working on Instagram. Now, since we're using robots to actually scroll through the home feed like you would in real life instead of just having the phone sit there, we'll get to see how efficiently each phone handles ramping down their refresh rates between each scroll, where 60 minutes later, it looks like they did about the same, with each dropping by just 6 points. Meaning, heading into the 16-hour standby, the Galaxy is still holding on to that 4-point lead. Of course, that can change here since Apple is calling the iPhone 17 Air their most efficient iPhone ever, but at least when it comes to the phone sitting idle, that's not the case, with the Galaxy doing better, increasing its lead up to 6 points now. So the iPhone has dug itself in a bit of a hole, and things might get worse here in YouTube since we calibrate the speakers on each phone to the nearest decibel count. And given that the iPhone Air only has that single speaker, we had to crank up the volume just so it could match the stereo speakers on the Galaxy. And after an hour of benching Phone Buff, it seems to have costed, with the Galaxy being able to add yet another point to its lead. But we'll see if the iPhone can turn things around here in gaming, where we have our robots continuously tapping on the screens as they play Alto's Adventure, which, it's definitely not the most intensive game out there. It's actually pretty lightweight, but it is still taxing the GPUs on each phone, and it should give us at least some indication as to their efficiency. Where 60 minutes later, this time the iPhone does better, not just in terms of the single percentage point, but also in terms of efficiency, with it using only an estimated 314 milliamp hours of its capacity compared to the 429 estimated milliamp hour usage on the Galaxy. So a bit of good news for the iPhone, but let's see if it can keep it up here in Maps as we simulate navigation. GPS and the compass turned on, each phone actively checking for traffic information, and with us scrolling through the map. Where, no, the Galaxy edges right back, negating the iPhone's 1-point advantage from the last app. Here in Spotify, I am interested to see how things play out, since on the one hand, the iPhone is firing that single speaker louder in order to match the total volume output from the Galaxy's stereo speakers, but then again, the Galaxy has stereo speakers, meaning it has 2 speakers active as our robots listen to music. Plus, it also has that slightly bigger screen. And 1 hour later, it translates into the iPhone doing 1 point better. So it's still 6 points behind as we start working on Snapchats, which is easily the most intensive test that we've done so far. A lot of phones don't even make it all the way through this test since the screen, the camera, the microphone, the speakers, and Wi-Fi are all being used in a loop. Where 30 minutes into it, the iPhone has actually cut down on the Galaxy's lead from 6 points all the way down to 3 points. So we may just see a comeback, where another 25 minutes in, oh man, it is getting close. The Galaxy is definitely training at a faster rate, with it getting all the way down to the same 1% left, but no, the iPhone can't hold on, with it dying first, with that last percent on the Galaxy only lasting it another minute, which for me is well within the margin of error, so for all intents and purposes, this one is a tie. Anyways, that is it for me in this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode. Venom versus Spider-Man. The ultimate showdown.
Welcome to multiplayer. Oh, yeah. We have the same character every time. Why do we all have the same one? Actually, 5, that's your new flashlight, by the way. There you go. Yeah, that's how you turn it on and off. Go out here and get acquainted with our cars. And instead of giving you 2 of each car, look what they do. Oh, you're going to take my picture? Here, if you're going to take it right. From the car. There you go. Perfect. There we go. Okay, good. You want the SUV or the CVPI? Oh, I'll take the Crown Vic. Okay. Yeah, instead of them giving you 2 of each, you only get 1 of each. For whatever reason. Oh, those are lights though at night, though. Oh, Jesus. Not bad at all. Up on the D-pad. Oh, yeah. Your headlights. There you are. There's the rims. My spinners. They keep spinning every time I stop. Look at that. Oh, a minor accident. Okay, well, we'll take that. Take care. That's easy enough. It's right. What do you do? Don't you run into my car. I was going to say, he's about to die if he did that. All right, we're just going to kind of head down the road. Here's an accident. Yeah.
Challenge! What my diminutive friend says is true. We will blindfold ourselves, then sample Oreo cookies from this plate. Whoever guesses the correct flavor gets a point. You ready, grapefruit? Oh, I'm ready. Little Apple, I've been preparing for this moment my entire life. Did you know I'm training to become a master sommelier? I did not. I also don't know what a sommelier is. Suffice to say, my palate is a finely tuned instrument. Guessing Oreo flavors is far beneath my skill level. It's laughable.
In fact, the only reason I'm participating in this little video challenge of yours is because I've lost like 40,000 challenge videos in a row to you. I look forward to ending that losing streak today.
Okay, yeah, I feel like your odds are pretty good. Doctor says my mouth is so small that I only have room for like 2 taste buds.
Oh, this will be sweet or sour, whatever the taste. My tongue will identify it with ease.
Okay, I'll go first. Which one to pick?
Little Apple has chosen the original Oreo cookie.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I have no idea. I think it tastes chocolate, but maybe it's vanilla. But maybe it might be tuna fish. I just don't know. Like I said, 2 taste buds.
Oh, I'm loving this. Tuna fish? Ridiculous. Well, I suppose you'll just have to take a wild guess, and we'll move on to me destroying you.
Good call. Yeah, I'll just guess the normal original Oreo flavor, because, why not?
Lucky guess. I'll have no problem catching up.
Whoa, I actually got it?
Okay, wow. Kind of hard to see with this blindfold.
Well, yeah, that's part of the point.
I know it's the point. I just get all disoriented when I can't see. It's a thing people have. Very normal. Okay, just gonna pick up an Oreo.
Grapefruit?
Don't tell me. I can get it myself. I'm very smart and very self-sufficient. Okay, it's super hard. This time I gotta remember to don't get milk first. And a plasticky, essence of ashtray, and tennis ball, definitely essence of tennis ball. And then something like that. Okay, I'm gonna get mine with a sugar-free Oreo. It just wasn't quite up to normal Oreo standards. And oh my gosh, I ate a poker chip.
I tried to warn you.
A poker chip? Look at this. Electronic stuff in these things. Am I a cyborg now? Because it's been a lifelong dream of mine to become a cyborg, but this is really what I have.
Oh, damn. Cyborg. Hey, what is it?
How do you do that? How do you navigate around without being able to see?
Wait, bro. Everyone can do this.
Little Apple has selected the birthday cake for you.
Okay, this one tastes great. Sort of a mint flavor.
Mint? Really?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, how do they know? It is vanilla. It's so bad.
Well, if you taste mint, perhaps you should guess the cool mint cream Oreo.
What is so mint? Right? I feel physical. It's really flavor.
24 months could turn a public place. In today's video, I'll guide you on how to take public transportation and travel from Disneyland to Universal Studios Hollywood. This guide can also be used to visit other tourist destinations from Disneyland, such as Hollywood Boulevard, the Griffith Observatory, and even Santa Monica Beach. We start our trip here in downtown Disney. The first step is to take a short walk to Harbor Boulevard, where we'll catch our first mode of transportation, the OC bus. The route today will have us taking the OC bus to Fullerton, where we'll transfer to Metrolink, which is Los Angeles' commuter rail service, and then finally transferring to the LA Metro in downtown LA. This trip will take 2 to 2.5 hours depending on the transfer times. Now, that may seem like a long time, but the notorious LA traffic can make this journey by car close to 1.5 hours at certain times. The reasoning behind taking Metrolink is that your Metrolink ticket will allow free transfers to other transit agencies such as the OC Bus and LA Metro. The one-way fare for this journey will cost $8.50 for adults and $4.25 for children over 5. Children under 5 ride free. Follow the signs for the exit. And then the signs for street, hotels, and drop-off. Make sure to buy the ticket through the official Metrolink app before boarding the bus to take advantage of the free transfer. You can also take the Amtrak Pacific Surfliner if the schedule worked better for you, but note this does not include a free transfer and will cost $14 per adult. I also recommend downloading the app simply named Transit to see real-time updates and help plan out your journey. Cross Harbor Boulevard and turn left to wait at the shaded bus shelter outside the Best Western Plus. You have the option of catching Route 43 or 543 to Fullerton Transportation Center. The only difference between these two is that the 543 is technically an express bus, but will only save you 5 or so minutes. I chose to take the 43 since it came first. The ride to Fullerton should take about 30 minutes depending on traffic. The buses are new and some even have USB charging ports. Get off the bus at the Fullerton Transportation Center and walk towards the historic train station across the parking lot. I mentioned earlier that the Amtrak Pacific Surfliner is another option from the station. Do note that a Metrolink ticket will not be honored on an Amtrak Surfliner train. You'll have to purchase an Amtrak ticket if you wish to use this train. Both trains use the same platform, so it can be confusing. There's a small cafe with food and drinks and you have some time to go between your bus and the train. And if you're here on a weekend, there's even a small train museum. The 2 Metrolink lines you can take from the station to our next stop at Los Angeles Union Station are the Orange County line or the 91 Paris Valley line. Today I'll be taking the 91 Paris Valley line, but they're both identical going northbound. On the platform, there's a fairly accurate screen showing the next departures and any delays that they have. Unless otherwise stated, all northbound trains will depart from track 1, aka the one closest to the station building. Soon our Metrolink train arrives to the station. All the coaches are connected and you can easily walk between them, so pick the closest one and get on. Some of the coaches have different layouts than others. If you'd like to see more on these layouts, please watch my video here. The seating is in an airline style and is more than comfortable for the short 36-minute ride to Union Station in downtown LA. The legroom is also pretty decent. For reference, I'm 6'4". The views are very industrial for the entire journey, so either side of the train is fine. There are bathrooms in each car, and this one was in great shape. There are also changing tables for any little ones traveling with you. I'd recommend using the restroom before the next leg of our journey because public restrooms are going to be a little hit or miss going forward. If you're enjoying this video so far and want to see more videos on transportation aviation, please consider subscribing to be the first to know when my weekly videos are posted. And after that plug, we arrive at LA Union Station. Union Station is the main transportation hub for Los Angeles and where all Metrolink trains end. This will also be the transfer point for you to get to most other tourist destinations in LA. For more info, see my video here. Here at Union Station, we'll transfer from Los Angeles Metro B Line to Universal City. Head down to the passageway below the platforms, follow through the Gateway Center, and eventually the Metro B Line. I've done a lot of videos on Union Station at this point, and I think it's a super cool place. Once you're in the entrance plaza for the main line, look for a fare gate that has a red barcode reader installed. Here you'll scan your Metrolink ticket to open the fare gate. This platform serves both the B as in Bravo and D as in Delta line, so make sure you get on the B as in Bravo line. If you have any questions, look for someone in a lime green Metro uniform, and they can help point you to the proper train. The ride to Universal City Station will take about 30 minutes, and unless it's during rush hour, there should be plenty of seats. Get off at the Universal City stop and head upstairs. You're almost there. It may take more time, but traveling this way will save lots of money and help avoid the stress of driving on LA freeways. This route is also great for families who do not want to deal with car seats. Follow the signs to head up and over the street to the free Universal Shuttle. To see more about the shuttle, watch my short here. As always, thank you so much for watching. Off to Jurassic Park.
Master.
So some monster come down to this man looking like a Disney Channel bully putting his hand on the wall. And then he says, oh, okay.
No, so you trying to shit. What? You trying to raise him up? That look like a little bit of red, huh?
Previous to the game, I wanted to make a diet that helps to increase your survivability.
I'm Jesus. What? I'm motherfucking Jesus.
Antimayor!
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ!
Antimayor!
Shut up!
Antimayor!
Shut up!
Antimayor!
Goddamn I.O. I am Jesus. I am Google. I am Google.
You are just wrong. You're one of the worst actors in history.
So on the TU19 tutorial, do you know these 100 Minecraft facts? Wolves in Minecraft make great pets. This is because tamed wolves actually have more health than an untamed wolf. The tamed variant has 10 hearts of health, which is the same as the player, while the untamed variant only has 4 hearts. In other words, tame every dog in your world, as we need to protect them at all costs. For whatever reason, the Zoglin mob in Minecraft is hostile towards armor stats. Whether this is a bug or a funny Easter egg that Mojang put in, I'm not sure. Come on, Zoglin, what did this wooden object do to you? In Minecraft Java Edition, ocelots are not able to spawn on peaceful mode. This is because the spawn conditions of ocelots use the hostile mob count rather than the peaceful one. Why this happens? No one really knows. Back in the earlier days of Minecraft, in the alpha days of the game, the slime's texture was completely opaque and looked like this. Nowadays, the texture of the slime is transparent, and I'm glad because this old slime looks very creepy. In Minecraft, if you fall in lava while wearing full netherite armor, it will take a total of 13 seconds for the player to die. Netherite is a lot stronger than I thought. Are you using potions to their full potential? In Minecraft, if you throw a splash potion at your feet, it's much less effective. But throw that very same potion above your head and you'll see that you get the max duration effect of that potion. Believe it or not, mushrooms were the first ever food to ever be added into Minecraft. That's right, in the survival test version in 2009, the brown mushroom would restore 2.5 hearts of health when you ate it. You could also eat red mushrooms, but it would do the opposite effect and cause you to lose 1.5 hearts of health. The buried treasure chest is considered to be a structure in Minecraft. And because of this, the buried treasure chest is the smallest structure in the game, measuring only 1 cubic meter. In version 1.9, end cities were added to the game, which included the end ship. What's interesting is that in snapshot 15W31A, a beacon with a speed effect can be found within an end ship. Why a beacon can be found in this end ship will remain a mystery forever. This is a netherite beacon. It's widely considered to be the ultimate flex in Minecraft. Why is this? Well, if you do the maths, to create a fully powered netherite beacon, you are going to need a lot of ancient debris and gold ingots. And by a lot, I mean you'll need a total of 5,904 of both ancient debris and gold ingots. Only then will this allow you to craft the 164 netherite blocks that are needed to complete the beacon. So if you think that you can pull this off in survival mode, then you are truly a dedicated player. Horses are a great way to travel in Minecraft. Now, there are many horse patterns that you can find in your world, with a total of 35 different variants to find. If you are a Minecraft veteran, then you'll recognize the old blacksmith structure from the village. While many thought the original blacksmith was removed when villages were overhauled, it's actually still in the game. As you can see, the current blacksmith structure resembles the architecture of the original, so it wasn't really removed, it just had a goal. Sweet berry bushes are useful as they can absorb your fall damage when you land on them. You will, however, start taking damage from the bushes themselves, so be careful. The nether brick is the only white sword that has both a full and a fenced area. You will definitely spawn majority with these nether blocks. Back in the earlier days of Minecraft in alpha and beta, armor worked completely differently and was a little weird. This was because the protection of your armor was based on the amount of durability it had and not by the armor type. This means if you had diamond armor with low durability, it would only protect you, making armor types kind of useless back in the day. In Minecraft, there is a weird feature where baby piglets will never grow up into adults. Since piglets aren't considered undead faults, it doesn't really make sense for the baby variants to not become a Igloo, I guess you'll be a baby forever, man. Sorry, here, have some. There are many items in the game that you can use as fuel to power a furnace. But one of the most strange items you can use in a furnace is a daylight sensor. So considering how expensive it is to craft, it's not really worth it. A feature that makes no sense in Minecraft is that the chain block uses 86% less iron than a block of iron, yet they have the exact same blast resistance. Chains are just the most cursed block in the game. I mean, the fact that they can't craft chain armor either makes no sense as well. Lasers can be very annoying to deal with when you're in the nether. But have you ever noticed that they really need to hit with hitbox? Well, the reason for this is that the Blaze has the exact same hitbox as the player. See, Blaze, we're much more similar than you think. You can stop burning now. In Minecraft, if you look at the bottom part of the crafting table, you'll notice that it uses the oak plank texture. But back in the earlier days of Minecraft, in the in-depth phase, the bottom texture for the crafting table used an oak log texture. Why does this look so unbelievably cursed? I can't unsee it now. Pickaxes are stronger in Bedrock Edition. This is because every pickaxe in Bedrock has more durability points than its Java Edition counterpart. I guess you Bedrock players can flex that your netherite pickaxe is stronger. It's not fair, man. Snow golems are known to leave their snow trails on the ground when they wander about. However, this is not the case for soul sand, as snow golems will not leave any snow trails when they walk on the creepy block. Why this happens, I have no idea. Armor stands in Bedrock Edition are a lot cooler. This is because the arms and legs can be changed into 13 different poses by interacting with the armor stand. Why can't Java armor stands be like this, man? They're so boring. Zombies hate turtles. This is because zombies will stomp and crush every turtle egg they find in their path. But did you also know that zombies aren't the only mobs who hate turtle eggs? That's right, in Minecraft, allays will also destroy turtle eggs when they are on top of them. How can such a tiny flying creature cause such harm to a turtle egg? It's horrible. In Minecraft, villagers are able to wear armor. This can be useful if you want to protect them. This can be done by putting the armor in a dispenser and then dispensing the armor onto a nearby villager. Now, the armor itself would be visually visible, but it won't work as intended.
Walmart deals are happening October 7th through 12th, and they're big. See.
Naruto Vortex Volume 6 is going to release early this month. I have every volume that released so far, and most volumes have exclusive.
Whichever terminal you use, never suddenly connect to balance. And connect to us will stop there. The bus to Aviation LAX station is free to use. It takes 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. The bus will drop you off at Aviation LAX station, which is on the C Green Line. The machines are available at either entrance to the station. I purchased a tap card for $2 and added a 7-day unlimited travel pass for $20. A single trip costs $1.75. Tap your card at the barrier to enter the station. Lifts are available if you have luggage. You need the train heading east to North. The transfer will be required to the blue 8 line at Willowbrook Park Station.
Now, you might have seen the title of this video and tried to instantly comment something like,
Oh, this game is still doing good because I get matches pretty easily.
well, that's the thing we can both agree on. I'm not really talking about that thing. It's just that this game released in 2018. That's like 7 years since we got what I think is the most flexible and fun Naruto game of all time that is still doing pretty good.
What do you mean by that?
Take a look at some other anime games that really had a lot of potential and flopped in their first year of.
The General gives you a break to keep you covered.
Yeah, whether it's on your car insurance.
I'm taking a break from being the auto tune guy.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
Did you know Toss Beifong's style of earthbending based on the Chugar Southern frame? That's what's on kid. So rude and always negative. They're running their friends, but it's not that quick and easy. All I'm drowning. For myself, and things that somebody else saw. Cracking out your head, putting out your game when I was making yourself fall. No, you don't know how it feels to be loved up on the radio. I'll make you know, I'll make you know.
It's a boy with an apple. I'm here with Grandpa, and today we're taking on the Sour Candy Challenge.
A challenge might not be the right word for it. This is gonna be a breeze for me.
Okay then, I brought a bunch of different sour candies. Lemon Heads, Atomic Warheads, Sour Patch Kids. What'd you bring, Grandpa? And also, what's that barrel next to you glowing green so ominously?
I'm glad you asked. I take it you don't know about Extreme Danger Goo.
No, never heard of it.
Little Apple, prepare to have your mind blown and your lips pursed. Extreme Danger Goo is only the sourest candy in the known universe. Just look at the warning label. Use with extreme caution. May dissolve your intestines. May dissolve your tongue. May dissolve materials of any kind.
What? Put this stuff in their body.
For greatness, of course. To achieve something that's never been achieved